that she reads. Anyway, as the case for the past 3 years, we have treats donated by Ruiz. Those are the treats that are in your seats. I love that rhymes. And for the first time ever, let me get this right, there is anal desensitizing gel. I knew I had to get, because I kept wanting to call it anal probe gel. And that's not what's written. You know how you just watch all too many alien movies and it's always about anal probing. So it's like, they gave us a lot, and I need a lot. So if anybody needs extra, I've got more in the bag. I just gave everyone one in your seat, but I mean, if you need more, very happy to like unload. Last time, I didn't even mean that one. Not quite that subtle usually.
No.
There you go. Slip that in. Talk about lubricant. That one I planned. It's like, gosh, we talk about lubricant. Please say slip one in. No, last time somebody had a birthday party and I gave them the leftover lubricant. It's like happy birthday. But it was actually, well, I was going to say it's actually appropriate because 3 guys live together, but you know, it's just like, well, I'm sure among the 3 of you, you know, somebody self-serves or something, so here you go, happy birthday. So bringing joy. All right, am I done? All right, have you find it? Okay, because I'm not good at that.
That was all for me, thank you.
Yes. All for you. Thank you for coming on time. I only had to stall a little bit. Okay, so. It's hot. All right,
So let's talk about anal.
yeah, really. Our first roulette delivers a powerful sermon about romance and the patriarchy. Please welcome Ruiz.
Yay!
Romance and patriarchy. I do not need you, I choose you, I bellow, diaphragm contracting, forcing the air violently out of my lungs in every asthmatic's last-ditch effort to create space enough to inhale, gasping erratically. As if to prove the veracity of my words, my feet pound out Cali's dance of destruction, crumbling my temple of refuge to rubble yet again. Anklets jingling, tongue protruding, skulls clanking. But her right arm extends protectively around me. Fear not, this too shall pass. The audacity of a flower peeking out between the cracks of fallen stone. Rest in my strength and know, this with certainty you will be reborn. I inch ever closer with each wild orbit. I'm sorry, I'm not doing very well on my computer skills here. Yeah. Let's start back over there. Fear not, this too shall pass, the audacity of a flower peeking out between the cracks of fallen stone. Rest in my strength and know with certainty you will be reborn. I inch ever closer to the center with each wild orbit of the spiral. Look at the muscle in my arm, the bulge of my thigh, the fortitude that reverberates in this proud chest. Why would anyone want a puppy dog to follow them around and not a powerful consort to dance with? Where is my warrior, brave enough to match my steps, strong enough to laugh as the protective walls crumble, rough edges to sand smooth as we struggle in the grit of this cosmic play? I'm tired of the same old trap like quicksand sucking at my feet, roles we step into in our sleep and blindly act out like somnambulos. Who will help me deconstruct the bars of this cage they've convinced us is love? To build a ladder to the sky, open and endless where we can breathe. Let these emotions rise and fall like waves on the ocean, wash over us like purified water, communion. Breathe them in, honor them, and then let them rush back to the sea from where they came. I am like those tides. The more you grasp at me, the more I will recede. Why must I be weak for you to believe my love? I want to trade strength like passing a goblet of fire. Wrap my thick thighs around you like the earth. Cradle you in my healing warmth that I call from my depths. Hold each other through the rocky patches. Believe in the dawn on the other side of darkness. My life is my art. Like a sculpture, I am constantly building and rebuilding, punching down as if it were lumpy dough, throwing the clay with a thud on the spinning wheel, caressing it with wet fingers, creating and recreating, starting over and over again. I yearn for you to match my moves. Bare your chest, speak your truth, and counter my flame without blowing it out. Not back down, not be intimidated by my light. For I must claim my inheritance, the one they denied me. God the Father on endless loop throughout my childhood. I've seen my mountain lion, branded her on my arm. Her eyes blaze through the darkness, calling me to the wild. Out of the darkness, everything is born. My hair swirls around my face as I roll over and straddle you, an ancient sadness in my eyes, pleading for you to want my strength. But fear, if I let myself rise, if I let my true light shine, I will find myself alone.
I'm going to tell you right now. No pictures of the promised land. Last time I wore a short skirt, I handed the... And there were several pictures, like, really? You know, like you hand up, it would actually be my face. But it's like, okay, wow, this has an interesting glare. Did you get that glare too? Or?
I was just struggling using my computer.
Okay. I've known since my early 20s that I didn't want to have kids. Yet, I wasn't turned off by marriage. As a matter of fact, there's a part of me who visualizes myself as being married, as long as I don't have to live with my husband. Now, when I told my married sister that last part, her response was, what's the point of being married? Considering the fact that Christian marriage began as a way to guarantee a man that his children were his, I don't actually see much need for it. I know there are men who also don't want to father children, or at this point in life don't want to father any more children, so that's really a non-issue for me. My biggest stopper is that I don't want to be a bangmaid. I don't want to be that woman who fills a significant part of her time with the domestic duties of attending to a man every day, having very little time to read, do art, or just otherwise relax after the workday. At any given time, I'm working on at least 2 different writing projects, putting together at least 1 ongoing creative project, and reading at least 4 different books in rotation. In the meantime, I work a full-time job and occasionally 2 different freelance jobs. And did I mention that I exercise every day? I'm not as selfish as I come across. I really do care about people, but from a distance, where it fits easily into my already busy schedule. For example, for the past 7 years, I've made Christmas cards, very stylishly decorated, complete with a unique message written in longhand. This takes me a lot of time to do. One might walk away with the impression that I'm some warm individual that does thoughtful things. Well, yes and no. As long as warm and fuzzy fits neatly into the master schedule. Besides, I'm not on social media. Again, another thing that would drain my creative schedule. My Christmas cards are a way to give a yearly update to those out-of-town friends. Now, some people think, if I just had a man, I'd be working, I'd have all this extra time to pursue my creative projects, yet I'm not going to base my financial stability on whether some man still loves me. Let's face it, I have a strong personality, which occasionally gets on my own nerves. So I can imagine how it affects other people. However, I need my financial obligations to be met every day, not just those sunny times when I'm loved by someone else. Plus, being an adult means attending to one's own financial responsibility. Am I to actually believe that some man for whom I perform domestic duties and sex should meet my financial responsibilities? I know, you gotta give some to get some, but it just seems less complicated and time-consuming to separate money from romance. I have a sinking suspicion that some men mistake cooking and cleaning with love, since their mothers did that for them, without realizing she only did those things because he was a child. Okay? No one in the world loves you like your mother. No one. You could be loved by others, but you're only gonna have one mama. Now, when the romantic curtain is pulled back, a woman being financially dependent on a man puts her in a precarious position. Women who have their own independent source of money tend to have more control in their own lives. Moreover, women have far more to contribute to society than a myriad of menial tasks. I like setting that tone from the very beginning. When I go out on a date, I genuinely don't expect the guy to pay. I know that all money comes with strings attached, apron strings and G-strings. Not to say that I don't don those strings occasionally, but they're not tied to a man's money, but rather my own necessity. The first black actress to win an Oscar was Hattie McDaniel for her role as the maid, Mammy, in Gone with the Wind in 1940. Throughout her acting career, McDaniel played a maid in 74 movies. She once said, "I'd rather play a maid than to be one." Amen, Big Mama Maddie. Get my camera here.
There you are.
Following up my story, this should be neat, because I haven't read it yet. Our next rouletter is going to read The Real Deal, a breast implant story. I just gave it that title, I don't know what it's
Go right ahead.
but there you go. Please welcome Brian Gross.